you're saying that you've stabilised the economy. The economy is completely flatlined. You have inflation 3.8%, way above target. Food and drink inflation, people's bills, shopping bills, rose to 5.1% in August. If you want to buy beef, that's up almost 25%. You say that the manifesto stands. Labour wouldn't increase taxes on working people, wouldn't increase national insurance, the basic higher or additional rates of income tax or VAT. You can't rule out raising VAT. And you raise national insurance for working people who are employers. So, you know, aren't you out of touch with the people watching your interview?
Well, I'm the first to accept that there is more to do.
You have a budget coming up at the end of November. It's very late for a budget, so you've obviously built in a lot of time to try and work out what you might do. Yesterday, the Prime Minister did not rule out increasing VAT. He said the manifesto stands. So does that mean that you might increase VAT or that you can rule out increasing VAT? Because the manifesto says that you will not increase VAT.
The manifesto stands. And
You've gone further than the Prime Minister. You're not going to increase VAT.
Well, what I'm doing is explaining why we made those commitments and why they stand. And
so,
the Prime Minister said they stood yesterday. And
can I just,
the reason
are you
behind
going to, can you rule out increasing VAT? It's a yes or no?
What I'm saying to you
no,
is
I've
that
asked the question, can you
commitments
rule
and we made
out
them
increasing
for
VAT?
a reason.
I know, but can you rule it out?
The manifesto stands, and it stands for a reason. Look, I'm not going to, on this programme, 2 months ahead of the budget, to go through it line by line.
No, I've only asked you about one thing and one line.
Yes, but we made that commitment in the manifesto. We made it for a reason, and those commitments stand. Those commitments remain our commitments for this budget and for this Parliament. The manifesto stands, Susanna.
OK, so sorry, I just want to translate this. You will not increase VAT in the budget.
The manifesto that we stood on made those commitments around VAT, income tax and national insurance, and we did that for a good reason, and that reason continues to exist. So that's why we made that commitment, and that manifesto commitment stands.
I don't understand. Sorry, Chancellor, with respect, I don't understand why it's such a hard question to simply answer yes or no to. Nobody's asking you for the reason why you put it in the manifesto. Yes. You put it in a manifesto because you wanted to win an election. What people want to know is, are you going to raise VAT? It's a simple yes or no answer.
Yeah. No, the problem is, Susanna, is that as soon as you answer one question, you'll move on to the next one. We made a manifesto commitment about those 3 specific taxes, and that manifesto commitment stands.
While you won't tell us about VAT, because of those changes which have happened in the last year, you are now going to have further tax rises in the budget. That's where we are, isn't it?
Well, I haven't yet had the first independent forecasts on the fiscal environment.
But your officials told Robert Peston, the ITV political editor, that it was going to be a £30 billion tax rise. That's what the Treasury told Robert Peston last week. It would be a £30 billion tax rise. I mean, you know, it may be 25, maybe 35, maybe 20, maybe 40, but it's not going to be zero, is it?
Well, Ed, we haven't yet had those numbers. Those numbers haven't yet been presented to me. Those